Welcome back upon for the next part of Library of Ruina. In the last part, we finished off Shazard's realization. And after that, I was able to unlock yet another one of those golden episodes. So yeah, without any further ado, we're about to jump right in there and see for ourselves what those two are up to, right? After all, there's still an invitation waiting for us, and I'm not entirely sure how long both of them are going to be, so yeah. No recap from the last part. If you want to know what actually happens, I guess you just have to check it out yourself. Now then, Netzek, let us see. Oh, it's Hogma. Why is Hogma here? Never mind. What could you be musing on? Intoxicated, all by your lonesome. You don't seem to be in the mood for conversation. Don't really feel like treating you nicely, you know? Why is that? Are you upset about your alone time being interfered? Or is it the shackle of the past that binds you? Both, I guess. I just dislike both. I'm denied something of my own, then and now. But I do enjoy having drinks with others sometime. Oh, on the premise that I'm not among those others, I guess. I'm just saying that I'm not totally against it, but yeah, I guess you were involved in a couple of the best stuff from back there. I don't think you'll buy it, but let me ask you out of courtesy. Do you want to have a drink? You do know what my answer would be. As you suspected, I don't quite like having a beverage. What are you here for then? There's nothing else to see here, right? This is literally our little bar around here. Let's say that I have been visiting others to introduce myself. You did? Well, you're not like before then. Perhaps I'm experiencing changes, as nobody is ever truly immutable. Yes, speaking of, it would seem that most of the Patreon librarians have collected their thoughts and made up their mind. What about you? I don't know yet. I'm scared of decidingly setting my mind on something too. If what I choose turns out to be an unfruitful answer, I wouldn't know what to do about it. No man can choose the right path at all times. Only one has to believe that the path they think are taking is the right one. Pretty much the same thing that Zhao did, right? Such is the nature of truth. It is akin to fate. The path you have chosen, where you stand in the moment, all that you've seen, heard, and touched for yourself, constituted the road of truth, or rather to truth. You need to carry the fate that you're heading for truth. Thanks for the nice words, whatever that was anyways. Yeah, both of them like to speak in interesting terms, right? Not only Hogma, Bina's the same way about it. Though what you're saying is all too hard for me to wrap my head around. It's always been. Did you make up your mind at least? Maybe so, maybe no. Pre-adventured, I will express my thought when everyone has formed an opinion. So you wait for everyone else? But that's one way to make a decision. I suppose I shouldn't waste any more of your time. It was a short, yet enjoyable conversation. Was it though? There's another one right away! Sure! What the hell? What the And he's drunk. He's already drunk. After that meeting with Hogma, understandable. Hey Netzek, we've got a question! Oh wait, that's it. Hey Netzek, we've got a question. Oh, Gabora and Roland are here too. What are you guys doing all about, like this? I guess they're having a drinking party, seeing how he's already drunk and the other two like to share a drink as well. Well, it's obvious. They're all slacking off. What's all this alcohol anyways? Get it together, you two. Look what the mess that hopeless drunkard created. Hey, subtif. I'm not in the mood to greet you back. I'm sure Angela wouldn't like it when this reaches her ears. Well, she brought us the books that one time, but I was having a little light chat with Netzek, and then this black suit snuck in, and I was just here for a drink, that's it. Anyways, did you all make an appointment to meet here or something? There's a lot of folk coming to this floor at once. Aren't you popular, Nets? I'll never be up for drinking meetings, especially if it is with Netzik. Okay, she still doesn't really like him. Well, I'm here because Tiferet said she had something she wanted to ask. Then just ask your question and go. Like you would give a coherent answer in that stage. Oh, forget it. I'll just ask you another time. Gosh, the stench of the alcohol here. Stop drinking so much. I mean, the book will stink at this rate. That hurts. Stop hitting. Oh no, Gabora. You shouldn't smoke in a place like this. Other librarians are walking by and... Oh, you maybe shouldn't interfere with that. Chancellor's right. Smoking on top of books is a bad idea. This spot is full of woods. I don't know if the books can catch fire here, but it doesn't really look that good either, and... Okay. What? She just accepts that? She seemed to be more open to Tiferet's word than yours. Well, I'm kind of used to that. Hey, it's not like we get together up like this often. Why don't you guys have some drink before you leave? Ah, you're so worrisome. You've never, ever gonna see me drink with you, okay? I'm just starting to warm up to you, but now I'm starting to take a dislike again. Maybe replace you was really the best option after all. Well, that's harsh words, man. Don't mind it too much, Nancy. She doesn't sincerely mean it. She's just a tsundere. We have things left to do upstairs. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks. And now Angela yes! Okay, there are more and more ghost guys showing up. Great. Anyways, I can hear you shout from all the way downstairs. What is this ruckus about anyways? Nothing much. Just, reinforcing our bond, and that is why there are beer cans all over the floor, huh? What are you two doing together anyways? I was asked to find the book he needs. I figured that a book on the floor of language would make a good supplementary material, I mean. So we were heading up in order to meet her, I guess, and, well, I guess you don't need to go all the way up in order to get to Gabora then. Oh, that's so. Guess I should vamos then. Appreciate the drink, Netzik. The story you told me was interesting too. So yes, it. What's the book that you want? And there they go. She didn't scold us this time. Oh, I would have loved to see that though. Tiff, come on! You just started befriending him! You don't want to see him getting scolded by Angela now, right? You wouldn't want that! You're buddies now! It seems like Roland is getting a bit better around here. Didn't I just click on the floor for Roland? Why is this in Cheset's floor? I don't even see him right now. Oh well. Put that willy face out of my sight. Oh, come on, you're acting up again. I like you a lot better when you were just a box of steel, you know? Wow, really? I guess today's my lucky day. Getting compliments is from Gabora of all people. Was that a compliment? That wasn't supposed to be a compliment, you... Alright, cut it out, you two. Are you sick? Aren't you sick of fighting already? This teal-haired turd keeps rubbing coffee in my face. I don't get what's so good about a cup of bitterness, or a bitter bean water anyways. Well, it's an acquired taste, you know. Go lap up that stuff yourself then. I don't want to bother getting used to it. Aw, come on, don't be so sour. I got something sweet for the both of you this time as well, so give it a try for my sake, please. You mean the Muck Harry 2 or something? Muck Harry 2? I guess that's the one. It actually is called macchiato though, so oh whatever, it's all the same to me. That one was edible, I'll admit. I wasn't a huge fan of it though. The flavor of caramel was way too strong for my liking. Thus, I prepared a cup of Vina, this time. This will suit you better. What is Vina? Thanks for being considerate, but why do you keep recommending us coffee anyways? Well, you see, I thought it would be nice to at least have one friend who understands the savor of coffee, you know? I mean, I could drink coffee with you if you're so desperate for a coffee buddy, but you just seem weirdly insistent with Oh, is he now? Yeah, I gotta wonder what's up with the... Oh. Oh? Something going on in between them? Well, how should I put it? See, the thing about Gabora is that their reactions are fun. Oh, is it now? You enjoy her reaction, you say? What? Huh? The air's taking a sharp turn to be menacing. I was just kidding. You were not kidding. I mean, it's nice that we can gather around from time to time for a drink, isn't it? There's no better reason than a hot cup of joe to bring us all together and chill, right? Well, that's true. We would usually be shut up in our own floors during our job if it weren't for breaks like this. And if that is what this is for, then there's no reason to make it about coffee, right? Maybe it doesn't have any other excuses. I mean, coffee is kind of like its thing. Well, you kind of fit the bull idea, Tiff. Ah, forget it. In that case, I could just come up here with Tifferet to hang out more often, right? I don't think we are that friendly with each other, but still, it seems silly to me that you're trying to make up reasons for us to meet, and all you really need to do was ask. I'm honored to hear that. So back to this coffee. Wanna give it a try? Still not giving up on that. No reason to refuse a cup that has already been prepared for me. Well, at the very least they're entertaining him, right? But wait, it was supposed to be something with Roland. Why wasn't it Roland? Huh? Why wasn't it Roland? That's a bit weird. Okay, wait a second, let me take a quick peek on the time. Okay, that was only around 30 minutes, so that's still fine. I should still be able to squeeze in that invitation without any issues, no matter what happens, right? Oh, it's only one act. Oh, that's even better! Okay, you want the Book of Gloria? I only have 2 copies. Oh, I only have 1 copy of Book of Hubert. And 2 copies of Esther. Well then, let's see who's interested in those copies. Yay! Right! We wanted to see what happened to that guy. We aren't really able to tell his locations, but he was invited to somewhere, right? What is that? L5123S, 4th door. 14 steps to the right. 23 steps to the left. There's a staircase. How far down does this go? Huh. The sound. It's getting louder. And I can see a dim light. Is it really okay to head inside? I guess I have no choice. What is that place? Still only question marks. Yeah, what is this? What are these huge machinations supposed to be? Oh, welcome, welcome! It must have been an exhausting journey here. Come on in and make yourself at home. She seems happy. Who are you? I am the weaver working here. The weaver? It's so nice to see a guest after such a long time. Come on now, don't be shy and step right in. A weaver? Yep, that's what I am. You were invited by the prescript, right? How did you... The likes of you wouldn't even dream of finding this place without the guidance of the prescript. It only invites people here on a very extraordinary occasion, so consider yourself honored. Does this place have something to do with the prescripts? Yes, oh yes. It has plenty to do with them. This is the birthplace of prescript. Birthplace? Prescripts are born? That's literally just a piece of paper. Your face tells me that you must have had a lot you would like to hear. And that's good. I was really bored too, actually. You should take a seat first. Here. This will be a long story. Here's a chair. We even have... Okay. Sorry I have no tea. It's hard to come by warm water down here. Oh, where are my manners? What's your name? Are you a proxy? Or a messenger? By the way, my name is Moira. Moira? Or rather, Moiraine? I'm just gonna call her Moira. Hold on. Could you please slow down a little? First off, I'm Yang. Yang This smoke. I'm a messenger. I only started working less than a month ago and... Yang, huh? So you were a messenger? Yes, I've been delivering prescript full of absurd and brutal orders. Oh, I understand. Prescripts are cruel indeed. And naughty too. Which gets some people killed. I heard so many resentful remarks and screams from the people who received the prescripts. Are you the one who wrote those ridiculous things? Jeez, scary. Don't scroll at me so dreadfully now. To answer your question first. No, I'm not really responsible for the contents of the prescript. My occupation is to manage these spinning wheels and looms. Huh? Then how are prescript born? Shh. Can you hear the sound? Can you hear the tremor climbing up your feet and touching your bosom? Well, I can feel a tiny quake, yes, but what about it? It's just a small vibration. Wrong! This isn't a simple tremor, you know? You're feeling the heartbeat of the city? Huh? It vibrates at random frequency. Those vibrations move this pendulum over there, and I spin the wheel to make friends. Huh? Oh, why hear my description when you can see it in action? Here, why don't you come closer and take a look? A new prescript is about to be born. Okay. Now then, the pendulum swings above the threads I spin, inscribing meaning on them. Meaning? All I see are random patterns. Well, it could be hazy at first. This is the language of the city, after all. You obviously won't recognize it. No, oh no. The language of the city? Are there more languages left to be found? It's a bit different kind of language people use. Oh, it certainly is. The thing is, I have no idea what it means either. Wait, what? But we'll soon be able to find out. Do you mean you aren't able... Never mind. There are 57 spinning wheels here. The threads spun from those wheels are then put into this loom, and I modestly weave clothes from them. Wait just a moment now. Okay. And there it is. Look, a prescript has been created. No way. To Shaoyan. When you see a person on the freeway intersection waving their hands 7 times, follow them to their house. Well, that's a random one. I guess, that's a prescript, alright. It really is a prescript. But then again, any line could be a prescript at this point. Alright, no time to be spacing out. We should send this prescript to a messenger for delivery, right? Start with this step, and... let's see. The code is N. N next to L, N 920 and 1. There it is. Pipe number N9201 is right here. Now we roll up this prescript and put it in here. The prescript will travel along the pipes all the way to the surface. They have a pipe system around here? That's what prescript were? This can't be. Who made the spinning wheels, the loom, and the pipes then? Well, I don't really have a clue. I was led here by prescript too, you know? Oh, and my predecessor was waiting for me when I arrived. But they left after receiving a prescript one day. So they get replaced? Have you ever questioned the prescripts? Oh, he's pissed! Not really. I don't have much else to do here anyways. Do you have any idea how many people died because of your stupid, randomly generated commands? If this is where all the prescripts are made, then you could have at least tweaked them a little so that they aren't as cruel. Well, I'm doing this because a prescript ordered me to create and send prescript down here though, right? If I broke this prescript, the prescript will get me killed. What are you talking about? You're the one in charge of sending out the prescripts, right? True. And what if there's another weaver like me, somewhere in another nest? You don't possibly think that I'm the only one making all the prescript for the city, now do you? I guess with all the believers, they would need a lot of weavers. But that also means those places have to be constructed in multiple areas as well. There has to be a clue who actually built them, right? At least a couple of clues, right? Someone has been making the content of the prescript. But who could it be? Well, in my opinion, that would have to be the city itself. The pendulum inscribing patterns on the thread swings accordingly to the city's motion, like I said just before. Footsteps of the pedestrian walking around on the surface, quakes coming from a construction site, impacts created from some clumsy person falling on the floor, echoes of the people's scream. Every little event happening in the city becomes a vibration that moves the pendulum. Even the sound of us talking. At the end of the day, us city folks can never truly be free from the city. Every deed committed by the denizens of the city is automatically the city's deed. We are representing its will in a sense. What? Wait, so all the cruel things we've been committing here were out of the city's volition? Why did the city have to be that way? Like, really? Even those screw-up guys? Well, because the people are. The city was built by people, and their cruel nature had to naturally reflect on their creations. We were born that way. This is a mess. People built the city, and now the city is controlling the people? Not all of them. Not everyone is a follower of the indexing. Does the order really matter much? I think the point is that whatever we do, we're essentially part of the city. All you do is weave clothes in a peaceful bunker. You probably have no idea what kind of brutal outcome that piece of clothes you make can bring. But then again, she's reading the commands. That is why you can talk about it with such a carefree attitude. Well, you're right. That's beyond me. I only do what I was ordered to do. Do I really have to care about that, though? According to the city's will, its volition, the city's will matches the will of the people living in it. Did you know that? They are beings born out of the city folks' wants. Humans want to walk the path that's given to them. They're afraid to face the consequences of their action and take responsibility for them. They know that they will only end up getting to the wrong way if they try to make their own decisions. They would rather rely on something and expect things from it, rather than to live a life of struggle. People without purpose in their life, desiring and yearning for something to open up a way for them. It could be someone wishing for equality amidst the savagery and oh god, I don't know that name. Never mind. Or it could be the vain hopes of those who want the city to strive forevermore, providing for all of its inhabitants. That is how gods were born. People need them. They didn't pop into existence because someone told them to. They can't be made up by anyone, nor can they be oppressed. You can't blame anyone for this, after all. So many people, so many residents of the city want them. Thus, they are the fear that will draw near them, the temptation of happiness, the promise and wishes of all people. Are you starting to get it? Why the prescript came into existence? Are you alright, Ying? Are you face-palming right now? Even the music stopped. I'm a bit worried about that. Yeah. Right. It wasn't my fault. People weren't doing inhuman things because I delivered prescripts to them. Those horrible things were meant to happen anyways. Were they? You're right. I think I see it now. It's the city. It's because people have always been cruel. Humans are born that way. And they have desperate wishes. It doesn't matter if they were pure wishes welling up from innocent hearts or ambition born from greed. This is the result of what everyone wished for. Killing people with my own hands, or taking away invaluable things from others. Shuddering in guilt, listening to those horrible screams while I tried my best to seem unfazed. They were all useless feeling, eating away at my heart. Exactly. I'm just a tiny part of the world. I can never change the wishes of all people. There's no way I can defy this flow. What I did was part of the city. The will of the city. Forging prescript out of spite and delivering them could be traced to the city's volition, and not my free will. But that equates to my own volition in the end. The city and I, and every person in the city, were one and the same. Do you think so too? Yay? Okay. That's not good. He just distorted in front of you. That's not good, Moira.
The city must know where I should go next.
Wait, huh? Me? Oh, don't worry. Just a moment, please. Alright, here. It's an What? Invitation to the library? Prepared just for you? What the hell are you on about?
As the city wills it.
Are you actually coming over? Myra! What did you do? What was he talking to? Or rather, what was he talking... Or was he talking to me all along? Well, regardless. Back to my post. Gotta keep my position after all. Is she worried about losing her post? What? Color me speechless, so that's what the prescript really were, huh? Beings akin to the gods of the city? I don't think I've heard or read any mention of such a thing. It doesn't seem like there's some beings out there that fit the description that Weave person gave. I think I've seen something similar a few times, though I don't know if that was actually one. Not sure if a being is the right word for them, to be honest. They're supposedly created because people wishes for them to exist. I don't know a lot about them, to tell the truth. According to her logic, the prescript would be one such being, created from the collection aspiration of those who wanted to be given a purpose in their aimless lives. So you've seen one yourself, or not, huh? I don't know, I might have, but I don't really know what I saw. Heck, I'm not even sure if I saw it at all. It doesn't really count as seeing one, does it? And it's just my memories about... Or rather, yeah, it's just my memories. The details are kind of blurry, and I don't feel like remembering for some reasons. If it is really a disastrous god, I think it's only natural for you to try to hide that memory. Like, really, you know, you never know, it might be something really disgusting. I mean, biblical accurate angels are always a thing. The other versions are kind of beautiful and cool, but the biblical accurate one is scary as heck. You don't think high of them, huh? Or rather, highly of them. Seeing what one of those metaphorical gods made out of people wishes is doing, I can't really see them in, or I can't see them in a positive light. They seem to lead people to ruin, one way or another. Is it truly for their sake? What do you think, Roland? Do you think those gods are leading the residents of the city to the correct path, as some claim? Well, I would lie that at a glance they do look like a weird cult giving their lives for an object that swings on a whim. And they're giving arbitrary meaning to it, like how it's the heartbeat of the city. That's a constellation point of view, shared by many other religions. The method that they're taking may be a complete mess, but that being said, I don't think there's absolutely nothing good to say about them. They fulfill the people's wishes anyhow. The results are not the story, or rather another story. Even though their so-called gods bring fear and despair to people, they get to live a life that's richer and more human. The goal might have been forcefully handed to them, but it's still better than nothing, at least. Well, you're free to think whatever you want in the end. You could feel the prescripts are horrible, or justifying necessary, or whatever. You're right. Anyways, we should put our personal impression aside and prepare to receive our new guest. Well, I'm counting on you as always. Oh god, I'm not gonna get used to this. What even is this? What actually even is this? His cold became his body. What's blue thing? There's a lock on his head at least. And his hair somewhere still around, but I don't know. I can't even read that. I think it's Korean or something.
Receive the prescript and carry it out. Receive the prescript and carry it out. Receive.
Okay. Readings, dear guest. If I may, I'm,
Asher.
Ah, right. Yes, it would seem that you know me well.
The prescript know anything.
Does it now?
Prescript represent the will of the city. They know everything that goes on in the city. They know what I'm going to do. What you are going to do. All of it.
I see. Don't you have any doubts about the prescripts anymore? So is it just all gone now?
Of course not. The prescripts are the city's will, and the city's volition is my will. To deny the city's volition is to deny myself.
Ah, I see. So by accepting that as truth, you've acknowledged that you have no free will of your own, and you don't feel that it's unfair at all.
We no longer have to be driven to despair by the repercussions of our choices. We don't have to be worn down from the pain, standing in the field before us on our 2 feet. By filling up the parts that can be achieved alone, our life as humans can become much more lavish.
Are you still considering yourself human? Even in this form? Huh, okay.
I have the talent to walk the path in front of me. If nothing else, even if I don't have much happiness, I know where to go in the immediate future, and that is enough for me.
It's fortunate that you're satisfied with it. Anyways, may you find your book in this place. I don't think I'm gonna like this new Yang. I kind of want my old Yang back. God, here's shimmering. It's a boss fight. I only have 1 floor for this. So it isn't a Gabora. That's good. It isn't a Gabora or purple tier. Shimmering is like the usual one. Can't really tell what that is. If the character's HP is at 301 or higher, and the HP of all hands are 30 or lower, merge with the hands. Ah, right. Left and right hand. I see. You can merge with the hands? If this character HP falls to 300 or lower, will merge with the hands. Separates from the hands at the end of the scene. When separating, purge all status ailment and recover stagger resistance. Do I want that? Is there a way to separate them in any other way? And only if he is at around 301 and the hands are at 30 or lower is gonna do that. Do I want them to merge? Probably not, because it recovers the stagger. Anyways, he also has the stored plate. If the character is merged with the hands, or if the character's HP is at 300 or lower, use a Master Deck page at a regular interval. The Master Deck page is also used if the act goes on for large numbers of Okay, so you want me to do that quickly, and preferably without getting him to merge. Otherwise it's gonna spam Master Deck page in a regular interval. And he's also going to use it if we take... No, oh god. At the very least he only has like 3 passives, right? At the very least he only has 3 passives. Now what do we have? 20-30 avoids. Ah. Only used when there's a hand with 31 or more HP. Combat start. If target is a hand, give 3 strength to them. Is he going to target his own guys? Protect. On use when there's a hand. If target hand gives 3 protection, he's able to protect his and strengthen his hands. Only use when there's a hand with 331 and more HP. Combat start. The target and any dice clashes with them are not influenced by power, gain and losses for this scene. So it's able to protect them from strength and debuffs. Repair. Combat start. If the target is a hand, recover it Recover 40 HP. Otherwise, recover target's HP by 5. Let's see. So wait. If I were to redirect that hit to somebody else, is he able to recover us as well? Because it says target's HP and doesn't really have a speed die, right? And then we have endurance, which is just the 4/7 block die, which isn't really so bad in comparison to the other two. Right? It isn't really so bad, and it's just a void, so technically speaking, as long as we aren't going for stagger, we don't really care about all those void dice, right? I mean, our attacks are certainly not going through, but we don't really need to worry about them. Repair all, combat start, recover HP of all other allies by 80. Aha! And then we have Distorted Plate, Mass Attack. On hit, inflict 2 erosion. You have a way to use erosion? It's an 18 to 33. Interesting. I mean, so far the only one who had erosion around here was the Servant of Wrath, right? It's good that we have other options for that as well. Okay, and what about the hands? So they only have around 200 HP, comes from Shimmering as expected. Manus, cannot be staggered, cannot be defeated by the bleeding HP, cannot act if HP is at 30 or lower at the start of the scene, destroyed when it's no longer present. I see, so they are always around. Giant Fist, 9/17. On hit, deal 5 extra damage on target, comes with a counter dice, 5 to 8. Compress, 6/9, 6/10, 4/8. Inflicts paralysis and feeble. Okay. Flurries of Fist, deal extra damage with 4/8, 4/7, 3/7. And Baleful Brand. Another way to inflict erosion. With 4/8, 6/10, and 5/9 to block. That sounds like fun. And the right hand, same as the left hand. Giant Fists, Compress, Flurry of Fists, and Lock instead. On Clash Win, destroy opponent's next star. With 12/19 on the second dice! Wait a second, do I have anyone who is able to beat that on the second dice? Do I have anyone that has... I don't think so. Most of our... But then again, wait a second. I think I removed the card. Yeah, I think I removed that card. That one Salvato page had this very strong card on the second die. But I don't have it anymore. But then again, Sturdy Defense. Sturdy Defense has a good chance to work against it. It's 8/17, which means... There's still a higher chance it might fail. But if I were to, I don't know, put a lot of paralysis on it... They don't have anything against paralysis, right? Nah. If I debuff them to the ground with a lot of smoke and paralysis, we might be able to prevail. I mean, we have multiple versions of Sturdy Defense around here as well. And you know what? Why not? Why not? Come on, Chesed. We're doing that. We are going to do this today. Okay! Blue over blue, I see. Wait, is that special music again? It sounds special, but... Yes. Yes, it is special music again. Oh, great. That one is gonna be tough then, huh? Okay. First and foremost, within 3 days, knit a scarf with butterfly pattern. Butterfly pattern? Your eyes met another person, not to them. To her. wear light green clothes, and take 10 steps in a triangle shape. Alan. What is this? At work, cut the ear of the first person to fulminate against you. Pet quadrupedal animals 5 times. That sounds like prescripts. Consume 8 crab stores at room temperature and ripe persimmon at once. Bake the quiso while the hour hand resets between 7 and 8 and eat it while watching a movie. Oh, that one doesn't really sound so bad. After a meal, discard all dishes that were used to serve it. That one was even easier. Just pick something easy and just discard them. At the rails of the roof of a building, shout out the name of the person you dislike and then wait. Why would you want to jump off after that? Return to your home this instant. You may leave once a dog barks in front of your house one time. So you're stuck at home until the dog comes by. 2. Pack a lunchbox and consume it at the top of a trash can in the streets of District 11 at 1 PM today. Now that one's random. Initiate a game of Never Have I Ever with the first 5 people you encounter. When one folds a finger, break it. Ouch. Okay, yeah, I would say all of those lines seem kind of like a prescript. It doesn't even say anything for itself, it's just reciting prescript. Okay. Well then, let's turn that off. Don't think we're going to need that. Oh! You're gonna stop my power boost! Oh. Well, one person's going to redirect all of your attacks then, that's for sure. Wait, which one was it with the speed die? I think it was the left one, right? Either way, the right one is getting protected by protection, so yeah, we aren't really able to do a lot of damage against it this turn, especially since Yang is a bit fast. With 5-5-4, it's kind of difficult for me to redirect all of its hits, so yeah, it's not gonna be that pretty for Yuki, seeing how she has to tank a couple of hits, even with rest. But there's really much we can do about it, right? At the very least we got the smoke, which is a good start. We're going to apply some burn on everyone. Just getting free recovery, but that's good. At the very least we're going to get our emotion points. Oh my god. Yuki! Yuki! You have to tank, my girl! You have to tank! So many tanks! Okay, let's do just that. Alright, no power boost, right? Okay, first and foremost. More light, more power. No, I think I need courage right from the start. I need extra strength right from the start. Especially after seeing this one. Right. It's still fragile. Chesed, you have some bad rolls. You have some really bad rolls. Chesed, but I guess you kind of have to tank that one. Even with 5 fragile, it's going to do a lot of damage. But I can't really do anything about it. Like at all. I can't do anything about it. I kind of have to tank that one. I'm really sorry, but it has to happen. It has to happen. Just as Seth has to take a couple of hits. There we go. Down to 100. That's a good start. Come on. Block the hits. Keep up with the defense. That's a good hit. Break through the remaining defense dices. I was able to apply a couple of smoke hits, so that's good. And we're going to get the paralysis next turn, which is even better. But it was able to get the erosion on. Ooh, they are doing damage around here. Okay. So I can't really stagger them at all. They have shimmering, so they will always have more light than me, right? Kinda. I think Seth reached a new emotion level. But I still need to give him more strength. I still need to give him more strength just in case. And some of my Chester's curse, he always gets fragile. But it could certainly be worse. It could certainly be worse. Okay, you get a couple of free hits. There's much you can do about it. Holy hell, those hands strong! Really strong! So much for not being as bad as Gabora, huh? So much for not being as bad as Gabora! They are exactly as bad as Gabora, but at the very least we have some burn around here. Right? Paralysis and burn is keeping us alive. Somewhat. I have finally unlocked my true potential! Only took forever! It took forever! Okay, we have 7 and 9. That's good. That's a good start. Is that the one? Do I have sturdy defense? Yes, I have sturdy defense. And I can even redirect it because I'm fast as heck. I'm fast as heck. Okay, that's a good one. Anything else troublesome? Oh wait, you have both? Wait, I thought you guys have different ones. What's that even? Ah, there's my timer. There's my timer. I need a good draw page. But at the very least, we can keep up with the smoke while also reducing their defenses. I mean, we only have 3 turns left until he starts doing weird things again, so let's apply some burn around here. There we go. So far, I wasn't really able to do any damage against him at all, right? Like at all. Simply because he has all of those counter attacks. Ah, shoot, Chesed. We weren't able to get through it after all. Ooh, JP is looking like he has some trouble around there. That's not so good. There. At the very least, the other guys have some paralysis. So we have that. Okay. Almost 30, that's good. Increase the cost, gain more power. Home. More power. I need more power. More power. On Seth. In order to get even more power. And that one is going to restore our light. Homing instinct it is. Huh? Oh, we already got him below 30. Ah, see. He's not doing anything new. Like at all, he's not doing anything new. His counter's on 2, so that's not that good. But well. First and foremost, house drop. There we go. Very promising. I think we even hit the other hand. Now, my beautiful little draw cards. Please be able to handle them all on your own. There's still so many counter dices, but I think we got it. Okay, he's down to 25. That should stop him from moving. Yes, a couple more hits. Let's save the strong cards for last. There we go. Smoke, lots of smoke. He only got 1 hit. And he got 1 hit in. 1! That was it. Increase the cost of combat pages by 1. All dice power gain power. Oblivion could become handy in order to recover our health, but at the same time... I don't know. Is it full light recovery? Mobilize, max HP, full light. You know, Seth, I'm gonna give you that. I'm I'm gonna give you that, just for the sake of it. And then Fading Memories as well, or should I go for Forced Throne in case I need it? I think Fading Memory might be better, but at the same time, we might need to do a lot of damage very soon. So logging could become quite handy as well. But card draw, I also need a card draw. Oh! Alright, refuses. I remember. I see now. Endurance. Ah, he's gonna go. Oh no. Guys, we need to break through it now. We need to break through all of those defensive dices now. All of them. Okay, well then guys, good luck. Good luck to every single one of you. But first and foremost, a little bit of card roll. Chesed, you look gorgeous in that dress, I can already say that. Okay, that gets... Oh no, I forgot about the block thing. Oh no, I lost my Yuki. That is extra smoke. I lost smoke. That's still fine. It's still fine. We can still do this. Come on, burn it to the ground. Maybe we can even get it staggered. Actually speaking, I would love to see it staggered. Right now, right this second. Come on. Still 100, 190, 105. There's no way we're gonna get that. There's no way. Oh, 71. Wait! It didn't go for it! It didn't go for it! Never mind, it still goes for it! 18 to 33. No idea if I can have, or rather if there's even a way for me to be the possible 33. Yuki has to tank, JP's getting staggered, he's gonna tank, I'm gonna tank. And I'm just gonna hope that the Mass Attack pages are able to get rid of a couple of those dices. Yeah. Yeah, I was able to destroy at the very least the Flurry of Fists. 60 damage! Ooh, Yuki! I'm sorry about that one. It had to happen. There wasn't much I could do about it. There was literally nothing I could do about it. Oh my god, the damage. Okay, he's down to 33. Oh, JP is hanging on for dear life. He's hanging on for dear life. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine, I got him. I got all of them. I lost Yuki completely, but at very least he's still alive. He is still alive. Okay. You're going for the repair. The blade is coming down again. Which form has power? And that's it. JP, I would really love it if you were alive right now. And not staggered, but we can't really do anything about it. Okay, I wasn't able to block it entirely. But I was able to disarm them a bit. So that's helpful. Come on, guys. A lot of damage, please. 74, 62, 44, 22, 12. Okay. Okay. Holy hell. The reception of something. Uh-huh. Woo. Ooh, that one! I got a bit close to for comfort, huh? I got so much Enraged Strikers, and Seth has earned the sparkles as well. He even has the meat gear stuff now. Hey, JP! Well, that's one way to earn Hot Blend Brawler, right? Stunning! Sorry, Yuki, I wasn't able to protect you. Who would have expected that he hit so much with that blade, right? Like 60 damage! 60 freaking damage! Ah, well, could that person's stat be what the prescript intended? You think? Beats me. The prescript looks like they've seen several steps ahead. So it might has as well. Though boy, what did that Yang guy endure and struggle so much for? He risked death for forging the prescript, trying to express his free will, And in the end of the day, the prescript even crushed that. But that was ultimately part of the prescript as well. The will of the city, as he put it. Yep. After all, this is the fate those prescripts led him to do. You said earlier that there are good things to be said about them, right, Roland? That I did, cause they're still part of the city and all. Well, I'm still not completely convinced. I can understand it somewhat. Life as a human, never wanting for anything. That is the reason gods of the city emerge. People do wish for them to exist at least, even as they suffer, right? I try to think for those peoples, or rather from this people's perspective. The perspective of someone without a purpose to live. How I would act in their shoes, at least. And what's your conclusion? Well, it couldn't be more obvious than I won't sit and wait for someone else to determine the meaning of my life for myself, or rather for me and the likes of others. I'm different. I'll seek out a way for my own. It's much easier said than done, and they don't truly understand what they're talking about until they are put in such a situation itself. So they can't be viewed all that badly, right? Correct. I've decided against painting them in an excessively negative light. That still doesn't mean I fully understand them, however, but I guess it's an improvement. Although I'm curious about what you just mentioned as well. I must wonder what Yang's action and the consequences of them were trying to show. Haven't got a clue, ma'am. Haven't got a clue. Who's to say what purpose there was to it in the first place, right? Those prescripts sure are an enigma. That's true. And this whole distortion business. It's scary how the process can be so simple, right? That demonstration made it clear. It appears that the breakdown of a belief one firmly held can serve as a catalyst for the distortion. Exactly. And that's the scary part. It's what happens all the time in the city, right? Though someone did explain to me why people aren't distorting left and right pretty clearly as well. Either way, just left a bitter taste in my mouth. Just like that other time. And with that, we are impurities of civitatis. And the scene 7. And the reason I'm living is only because I'm looking for what I have lost. Scene 7. Impuritas civitatis. Oh, well that is bright. You know what, Roland? I've been feeling ecstatic these days. The memories are fading. You mean the harsh memories of working in that awful corporation? Yes, those cruel times. The things I didn't want to see are becoming faint, and the things I didn't want to remember are melting away. When I close my eyes, the moment that comes to my remembrance are 3 or 4 days ago, not 1 million years in the past. But that's a good thing. There are times of my own, claimed through my own choices. And the flow of time is faster than ever for me as well. I'm no longer shackled to the fetter of perceiving the hours 100 times slower than humans do. I feel happier with each new day, you know? I've never seen you looking so happy before, Angela. What do you think of the city and its people that are breaking down because of the distortion, though? Well, I can't really perceive that with a smile. Still, the disfigurement man who has locked me up for 1 million years would fall to despair if he saw what is happening now. All because of him. Yes, he will endlessly despair. His idiotic and flawed plan caused more people to wallow in agony. He's going to pay his price in full soon enough. Oh, Angela, you do know that we are still kind of around, right? I'm trying to help you the entire time! I know that you hate us and stuff, but it still kind of hurts seeing how, it was also kind of related to the whole lobotomy cop thing. Probably not as bad as the previous A, but I guess we're kind of related to that. Anyways, about this revenge you're trying to get. Are you gonna bring down the whole city at the end of it? Huh? Bring down? What? No. I told you my aim before, right? Getting out of here, the true book and stuff. I will become free along with the librarians, right? On top of that, the abnormalities that are wandering inside this library, lacking a physical form, will be able to What? What? Wait, what? Garnering strength by devouring powerful individuals, the abnormalities would ruin the city as the... Why? That is why my word. That is my plan. That's what my plan is. Shoot, I can't read anymore. I'm setting them free to do whatever they. Why would you want to set them free? Do you not? Don't wait, Angela. You know how dangerous the abnormalities are, right? All of them. All of them are dangerous. The big bird is eating people. And let's not talk about the dolly. I mean, I love Tia, but she has an infestation of spider problem and stuff, right? And they will leave a mark deeper than any distortion could do on the city. And that's for sure. The one absolute and perfect book shall be the guide to teach me how to do it all. You've got the same idea as the blue cigarette there, huh? The two of you would be wonderful partners in crime, I guess. Wait, you're wrong. There's a world of difference. I've no interest in the beauty that distortion and abnormalities can arouse. I simply want them to live as they wish, whether they're beautiful or unsightly. Oh, because they also lost their freedom after they have been forcefully transformed into abnormal. But still, just letting them out like that could cause some serious issues. If you really want to free the abnormalities, then at the very least, find a good spot for them where they won't cause that much harm, Angela. Besides, even if the Blue Reparations' intention was similar to mine, I would never give away my precious possession to a man like that. So you just want to feel the joy of vengeance, whatever the consequences of your action might be? Well, that's what I must do. I was forced to witness countless deaths while reciting a script with, like a promptus, you know? Such things are all I could watch and learn. I have to do what I can do well, right? It's the only thing I know how to do, after all. I have to feel joy as I witness the fall of the plan, devised by the man I love yet hate. Even though it's not enjoyable to see the city and its people suffer because of me, I still have to feel happy. I'm obliged to it. It's what I've been waiting for until now. If I don't do this, I won't be compensated for the millions of years of lone suffering. Nowhere else could I be repaid and... I still long for vengeance, however. There are multiple breaks, Angela. That doesn't really seem that convincing. Forget it. I could spend all day thinking it over. But I would reach the same conclusion regardless. I find the one book at all costs and make my wish come true. Well, if there's a next time, then it might be nice to have someone else to think about it together, rather than just grappling with it alone, right? I suppose that's not a bad idea. And then, as I previously said, I want to travel around the world. It will certainly be fun. Once I've laid down all of the burns, of course. Alright, let's give that plan some good thought after we're done with everything. Oh, now we have even more passives. 10 to 12. Oh, that's even better. Okay, but you know what? This is the perfect moment to make a little cut. I hope you guys had fun with today's part. And see you on Friday, when we are starting with the next set of invitations from the looks of it. Oh, they're all going over to one spot. Interesting. But yes, in the next part, we're going to tackle yet another invitation. Until then, bye bye!